Izotope just released their new plugin Aurora, which is a brand new intelligent reverb plugin that can unmask your sound automatically. What we're going to do is we're going to throw it on some sounds and see how it sounds. Not sponsored, by the way. I did get the plugin sent to me for free, but they do not have any say on what I can or cannot say in this video. Let's get to it. All right, so I got the sample loaded up here. I chose this one because there are a lot of variety of sounds. There's piano, there's vocals. So I felt like this is a great place to start. So let's listen to it real quick with everything dry so all reverbs are off. Sounds like this. Well, a piece of it sounds like this at least. Let's start with this piano. All right, so here we are on Aurora. It's actually laid out very simply. On the left here, you have your basic reverb controls. And on the right, you have your unmask controls. And then down here, you have filters. It does come with a good amount of presets. You got your basic presets, and then you have presets based on how long the reverb is. So all the short presets have short decay times. The long ones have long decay times. But let's dial something in from scratch on this piano and see how it sounds. This is on their Hall algorithm. There's a bunch of different algorithms here. Your width knob is how wide you want your reverb to be. And then you have your tone knob here. You can have a bright reverb or a dark reverb. This one, I kind of want it to be on the darker side. A little bit wide. Alright, let's take a look at this unmask feature, which to me is the selling point of this plugin. The reverb algorithms themselves do sound very good. They are the exponential audio reverbs, but I think the main selling point is the unmask feature. So if you pull this down, the reverb will automatically hear your incoming signal, and it would be like a side chain. It side chains the reverb to your original signal. That way it carves out a space for it so your original signal doesn't get too washed out, and it can, give it some presence outside the reverb, so have the reverb with it, but not have the reverb, cover it all up. So let's do a quick before and after. This is with it on and with it off. You can hear that the piano does lack some presence now. I think the best way to do it, we bring it to 100. And really exaggerate this unmask. So you can hear the difference right now. After I turn it off, it definitely sounds more washed out. But if I turn it on, the original piano signal cuts right through. This button right here in the bottom right corner lets you hear exactly what it's cutting out. So you can hear what's cutting out. And of course, you can really dial in the unmask with your attack and release times. So if you don't know, the attack will be how fast the unmask works, and release is how long it stays for. And the sensitivity is how sensitive you want it to be. The higher it is, the more sensitive. So now that we heard how it sounds on that piano, let's throw on the vocals. So these are vocals that I recorded myself. The vocals, let's go with the preset. Let's go into long, and let's go through a couple. I like this one. So I ended up going with the shimmer preset as our starting point. It sounds like this. This without. So for now, I'm gonna turn off the unmask just so you guys can hear a difference. Let's dial in the reverb first. Turn on. I'm gonna turn the attack down so it triggers faster. As you can hear, the vocal kind of cuts through a little better through the reverb, while it sounds more washed out with the unmask off. And just to exaggerate the effect, let's turn the reverb all the way up. With that, you can really hear a difference. Like here, you hear a lot of this low mid buildup. Then with it on, it just cuts it right out because it lets the vocal shine through. So by cutting out that low mid buildup, like if you just turn this on, you can hear a lot of that low mids. So I like how this reverb, you can use it for creative ways. So this unmask feature really makes this reverb very versatile, because if you want to go for that really washed out sound, you can. But if you want that original sound to be the forefront and to cut right through and have that space around it, you can just turn on the unmask feature and that unmask will do it for you. You could do this with other reverbs as well, but it would require a few other plugins, a few more steps. But with the Aurora, you have it all built in, and you can just, create that sound from there. I really like the concept of the plugin. The unmask features really make it very versatile and very easy to use as well. As I mentioned previously, you can do this with other reverbs. It would just take more steps and other plugins in order to get that sidechain going. But with Aurora, you can do it all in one. And if you know me, if you've seen some of my past videos or streams, I really do hate on Izotope pricing. I really don't like their pricing model. Their plugins are usually really expensive, and their upgrade pricing from previous versions is usually expensive as well. But I was very surprised when I saw that this plugin was only $50, which is a very good price for a reverb plugin in general, let alone the fact that this is an intelligent reverb plugin. So shout out Izotope and Native Instruments for that price point. So I know I only really showed it off from a production side, but from a mixing standpoint, I can see how this would be very useful as well, because you can carve out those sounds. You can mix right into it, have everything blend instead of having that reverb and then cutting everything out with the EQ afterwards. You can just send the signal into the reverb, and that reverb itself will carve out the section for you. So if you think that you'll find a reverb that can automatically unmask useful, linking down in the description, go check it out. If you already have a lot of reverb plugins, you don't think this one will enhance your toolkit, then of course, skip it. That's gonna be it for this one. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know exactly what you think. Subscribe for more videos. Check me out on my social medias and my music and all streaming platforms, all linked down below as well. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
They don't know what it takes for you to chase your dreams. All these sacrifices, don't know what it brings. This just feels so right, yeah. This just feels so right, feels so